Hi guys, I'm TA Play, your trading buddy. So welcome back to my channel of TA Play Stock Review. And yeah, if you have been following me for some time, I believe you didn't see me for a while in this channel. And the reason I have been stopping for a period of time is due to the huge and high uncertainties and huge volatile market for the past few weeks. Yeah, so if you have been trading in the markets, either no matter which market you are in, I believe you can feel that kind of sentiment, yeah, which is greatly due to the war tension in Ukraine, which are still happening right now. And so yeah, the reason I didn't update for the past few weeks is because under such period of uncertainties, I'm thinking that it's not a wise decision for me to actually still keep analyzing on the stocks and counters, because under the major sentiment, which are huge negativity, any stocks with good fundamental or with any good formation setup will be very hard for them to perform. Yeah, and it will also, your mentality and your trading decisions will be plays a very minimal roles in your trading decisions. Yeah, because when we see any good opportunities, but then overnight there's some huge, or surprise or news that frighten the whole market, then the next day everything might just collapse. Yeah, so that's why for the past few weeks I've been spending time, yeah, to do some readings on fundamentals, reading on reports, and readings on their earnings. Yeah, and yeah, so and I've shared a few counters that is good to invest and good to hold for a longer time period in my Telegram channel. Yeah, so for those who are interested to join us and be with us, is in a community, in a group. Yeah, so feel free to click the link in the description box below. All right. So yeah, so as we can see, the war tension in Ukraine has been, not to say recovering, but after few round of negotiations, we can see that the effect on the financial market or the equities market is getting lesser right now. So, and of course, we see some rebounds in the US market and also the emerging markets, including Malaysia. So that's why, yeah, I found a few trading opportunities. That's why I've come up with this video. All right. Okay, so for the friends, if you are watching my video for the first time, so in our channel, we are basically focusing on the chart technical analysis, the TA, yeah, because we believe the chart is the real insider. If you know how to read the chart, then it will able to tell you a lot of signals and good trading opportunities. All right, and so yeah. So before we proceed into the individual counter for today, yeah, which is MINHO and OWG, you can see both in the green background, which means it's the bullish signal. Okay, so yeah, and before that, I would like to share with you my brief review and analysis on the index performance. Okay, so firstly, we start with the chart of Dow Jones, the US market. Okay, so you can see that for the past 1 to 2 weeks, the Dow Jones has been performed quite a bullish reversal from the bottom. Yeah, from here you can see it's been rebound from the bottom, and you can see the line of moving average has been started to perform a golden cross, which is yet to be completely done, but then it has shows a signal over here. So what can we continue to monitor in this Dow Jones chart is the reversal seems to be better than last time. Yeah, better last time. It mostly looks like a technical rebound after hit the bottom and then continue to be downtrend, and then but this round you can see the performance of the index has been performing quite stable and steady and above the MA50 for the past 1 week. Yeah, so it's 6 days. Yeah, so 6 days over here, it's been maintaining above the MA50. So next we can monitor in the next week whether the index can still sustain above and whether the reversal of the moving average can be performed successfully. Yeah, so if you can see the golden cross perform successfully and the index could inch up higher in the next week, then this round of reversal could be more solid than the previous ones, and we can expect more upside. And yeah, so it's a positive news for the market. All right. So yeah, so that's my review on Dow Jones, and for US it's 500 and also Nasdaq. There are similar movement. Okay, so I'm not going to emphasize too much into that part. So next we go into the VIX index, which is the opposite indicator of the stock market, right? So a good news for traders and investors, because you can see the VIX index has been performed a death cross, yeah, and it's been selling down for the past 2 weeks. So it's a good sign. It's a good sign for stock market. Okay, so just simple as that. And then we go into the show you some, yeah, the chart of the crude oil. Okay, so since the war has still happening, and so far we didn't see any obvious signs that it's going to stop anytime. So we can see that there's still some support remains in the price of crude oil, okay, maintaining as the price of 112 for last Friday. Yeah, so but then you can see that the momentum is getting lesser compared to last month. Yeah, so for me, this in this timing of the crude oil, it is actually highly related, yeah, highly related to the next happenings in the Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, so for me, it's not wise for me to actually been trading on the commodities of crude oil, or even to trade the performance of oil and gas counter in Malaysia. Yeah, so because it's about a time of choosing directions. So I have would have a much more better trading counters that I can focusing on. So I'll definitely skip on trading on anything related to the crude oil prices. All right. Okay, so next we move into the our Malaysia KLCI index. So yeah, so you can see the two lines, the orange lines that I drawn earlier. Okay, so in fact, if you monitor closely, you can see the chart of KLCI is actually looks much better than the chart of US market. Yeah, because we have been maintaining in the in that uptrend channel since the hitting the bottom of here in the last December. Yeah, so we have been maintaining in the uptrend channel, uptrend movement, and after testing the twice of the uptrend support, still looks good so far. Yeah, still looks good, and the MA is still maintaining in the golden cross. And next, it has a very good potential to challenge the previous high, yeah, which is around the level of 1613. Yeah, so it's around this level, but this level could be the strong resistance, as you can see, because it has been challenged twice. Three times over here. Yeah, this is the first time and second time and also the third time. Okay, so challenge for the third time, and this could be the fourth time. So whether it can break successfully depends on the sentiment and the momentum in the market, but so far the overall is looking good. All right. Okay, next also show you the chart of small cap, yeah, small cap index. If you have been trading every day or a few times a week, you could probably sense the good sentiment and the positive vibes in the small caps counter, yeah, because you can see it's very bullish, yeah, from the past 1 week. It's very bullish, but of course I would like to remind you that this is a bit of overbought signal detected, yeah, because since it has been shooting greens for the past more than 1 week, so I'm not surprised if some corrections could kick in. So at this time, what you can apply is try not to be so aggressive in opening a new position, and then focusing on your current holdings, okay, focusing on the cut loss, and if the market turns around, then you just execute the plans that you have been set earlier. Yeah, so that's my small advice over here. And then before I move into the counters, we can see, let me show you a few sectors that for quite attractive for me. Okay, the first one could be consumer products. Yeah, so consumer products, if you have been you have been reading news from Malaysian markets. Yeah, so our Malay friends Raya is coming. Yeah, spending time, shopping time, and then the government have been giving up incentive of 150, yeah, 150 if not mistaken, for the youngsters, and also they have allowed the 10K withdrawal from the EPF, and all this will form an amount of funds flowing into the market, yeah, and they actually can makes people to spend more. So that's why you can see the consumer products index has been moving on a good momentum. Yeah, but then another thing I wanted to remind you over here, yeah, because it has been reaching the previous resistance, yeah, reaching the previous resistance at this line. So same advice as I mentioned just now, not to be too aggressive, only focusing on the counters that you're holding, or only go into the position, into the formation of counter which has a really good potential. Yeah, because after all, we need to know that the global markets right now is still very uncertain, and any news, and besides uncertainty, is very fragile as well. Yeah, because any big news or negative news could just hit the market and going down. Yeah. Okay, so but for me, the consumer products index is still positive. Like a few counters that we have, that our members have, like for example, like Aeon, Astro, or that, yeah, they're still performing very good. Okay, all right. So after consumer index, next is the next C. Yeah, the next C that I'm looking good, which is the construction index. Yeah, so I think you have also found that construction counters has been gaining some momentum for the last week. And then if you're looking in the overall picture, you can see that the construction index has been perform a trend reversal over here, yeah, since the last October. Okay, so if you can see this orange line which I draw earlier is the downtrend line. Okay, so then after a few weeks of downtrend, then you can see over here, yeah, earlier of this month, just 2 weeks ago, you can see that the trend reversal has kicked in. The MA has started to perform golden cross, and then yeah, it started going upwards. So the trend reversal is pretty obvious, and that's why you can see the construction counters are moving in a good shape. All right. So this double C are the sectors that I found still potential for us to invest, or not to say invest because it's a move for some range. So maybe it's a good trading opportunities. Yeah. Okay, so next, after I've shared with you the review of few sectors and indices, next we move into the counters for today. Yeah, so the first counter for today would be MINHO. Okay, all right. So yeah, so the chart for MINHO is pretty clear and simple. Okay, after one round of pushing up over here last May of last year, and then all the way down, been downtrend for more than half a year, and then after here, yeah, December and January, it had hit the bottom. Okay, hit the bottom, and then you can see that has starting to perform the trend reversal. Okay, and of course, if you have a notice, there is also a formation of inverted head and shoulder over here. Yeah, okay, can you see that? Yeah, so this is the neckline. Okay, so this is hit the bottom, tested. So in overall, the formation is quite nice, and the MA is on the golden cross all the way up, and has started to gaining some volume, starting to gaining some momentum, and has started to move for some range, but then not too much. Okay, not too much. So it could still be the good trading opportunities. Yeah, because it has been moving aligned with the moving average lines, MA10, which is not too far, not too high. So relatively, I would say the risk is still not high. Yeah, the risk is still low if you want to trade. So yeah, so what I could say is the formation is good. So if you want to trade on this counter, make sure you use the MA line as the support, and then as long as the share price can sustain above the lines, then I think it has a very good potential to continue to move up and challenge the upcoming resistance. Yeah. So yeah, so that's my review on MINHO. And next, we move into the second counter for today, yeah, which is OWG. Okay, so yeah, OWG is a very interesting counter, and I saw some friends has been mentioned this counter in the comment box and asking me to review again, because I think I forgot in which episode I have mentioned to you guys on this counter. Yeah, for those if you haven't watched, you just click into my channel and then you search for OWG, then you can watch the video that I posted last time. Yeah, so Okay, and of course, this OWG is also the counters that I have shared with my Telegram members. Yeah, so for now, they have actually already experiencing and having paper gain. Yeah, after we have having some, suffering time over here because of due to the washing and also obviously being hit by the Omicron that kicks into our society. Yeah, so of course, after the wave of Omicron, we have come back stronger, yeah, and we are now having a good paper gain, okay, because our entry is somewhere around here, I think 53 or 54, somewhere around that level. So yeah, so we are having a good paper gain right now. So okay, so what should we monitor next for OWG? Yeah, so if you have been reading some news, OWG is the company that operating the F&B in tourist attractions, and one of their main the business is located in the Genting, Malaysia, Genting Highlands. Yeah, so the theme park of Genting has been reopened, and you can see the crowd is wow. It's just wow. Okay, it's very packed and full on the weekend especially. So that's why market is looking good on OWG because the increase of the tourists and also the visitors in the theme park in Genting could directly brings in good revenue for OWG. Yeah. Okay. So next we're looking at what should we monitor for the chart of OWG. Okay. So last Friday, you can see the OWG has been closed highest on 595 and closed exactly on the resistance line, yeah, which is a strong resistance. So so far the movement is very bullish, yeah. It's been perform a small correction over here after some rest time and then continue to move up along with the MA10, a very bullish movement. Okay, so next we should monitor that whether the share price can break the resistance of 595. Okay, so there's two things that we could monitor over here. The first one is whether it could break the resistance, and then the second thing is if the share price can break the resistance, whether it can sustain above 595. Okay, if it breaks next week and can sustain above for a few days, then most probably we will be reaching a new territory zone. Yeah. Okay. So that will be the really good news for the shareholders of OWG. Okay. But then if the resistance of 595 is really strong, and I'm not surprised if the share price could doing a small correction or retracement over here to test the support of the moving average again, yeah, because it had hit the strong resistance. So if it failed to break, then we need to see whether the share price can support it on the MA lines, yeah. So if can support it well, and then it still have a very good potential to break again and continue to go up. But then if you are holding the stock, you need to set the plan, the exit plan for you, yeah, whether at which price you should cut loss and which price you want to take profit, yeah. So make sure you have your plan on this. Okay, so what I can say is in overall the chart is really good for now. Okay, the chart is good for now, and then personally I'm holding as well, of course. So yeah, so let's see how much the market can reward us in this counter. Okay. All right, so okay, yeah, so that's all for this video, I think. So let me do a short summary over here. I've shared with you my brief review on the US market and also the KLCI market, the indices performance, and of course I've shared with you two sectors that I'm looking good, which is the consumer products and also the constructions. Okay, and then we're moving into our two counters for today. Yeah, first is the MINHO and second one is this one, OWG. So both are having a good formation. Okay, so so yeah, before I end this video, if you like our content, if you like my sharings, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, click the subscribe button so that you won't miss our next video. We will still share with you a lot more good trading knowledges and also good trading opportunities. All right. So I'm Tia Buplay. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.